How we start the performance yet, so we're going to give it a few more minutes. But as I may repeat this in summary in a few minutes if we get more people to come in, but I should entertain you while you're here. As some of you know, what we do is commedia dell'arte. We absolutely love commedia. It is a style of theater from the 16th century, from Italy. And what commedia does, it does not do full scripted plays. No. You want full scripted plays? You know, there are plenty of others out there. Great works. But if you don't want to have to memorize exact lines that some old bard sitting in a candlelit room wrote, this is where improvisation comes in. And commedia dell'arte, it's what they do. They take not a full script, but a brief outline. Basically, what characters come on stage, when they leave, what their most important plot points are. But then the actors, they improvise. They make up the dialogue, they make up the action, they make up a bunch of the jokes. And to be fair, a lot of this happens in rehearsal, but it still happens on stage. So even if you had seen our performance earlier today, the same play in this very room, it's going to be very different. Commedia also uses, as some of you were pointing out, stock characters, archetypes, exaggerations. Many of these you can find in theater across the world. Commedia really defines them. But you have your old misers who want nothing but money. You have your bombastic know-it-alls, your braggart cowards, your foolish servants, your scheming servants, your lazy servants, the young lovers who everything is about love. They're really useful because then, if you know your stock characters, either as a performer or as the audience, you understand how they fit into a play. That helps the scenario because you can then, you know where the characters go because they are exaggerations. It's not going to be deep. Don't expect complex character motivations. Everything is either a 10, either like a 9 or 10, or a 1 and 2. But it's a beauty. It's farce, it's comedy. It can be so complex, but generally it's meant to be joyful. And to be fair, they did touch upon some serious things at times, but what's important is to see that they would influence so much that would come after. As I think I heard some of you speaking about, we take for granted how much commedia still influences the world today. They heavily inspired even the scripted theater that we talk about. William Shakespeare, one of the most famous playwrights of the English language, very influenced by commedia. Commedia had only come out a few decades before. Not everything he wrote, he took inspiration from everywhere, but he took a lot from commedia. Other writers took from commedia. Commedia also influenced opera, puppetry, other scripted theater, eventually influencing things like the pantomime and the harlequinade of later centuries, which directly influenced vaudeville, and that directly influenced early motion pictures. And obviously early motion pictures influenced the rest of the world. But even beyond theater and performing, even some language. I mentioned harlequinade. Harlequin, characters, people know Harlequin, either as a character, as a clown, as a pattern. Harlequin is the evolution of Arlecchino. But I also mentioned that we write our outlines as a scenario. Well, we know the word scenario. We think about it. Oh, this is the scenario for this topic we're going to have. But that word, we often don't realize that word sounds like scenery. But that's where it's from. It's from commedia dell'arte. The English word scenario is from commedia dell'arte because they would take this brief outline and they would pin it to the back of their set pieces, their scenery. So we have this common word, scenario. Zany. Zany comes from the commedia dell'arte, zani, the typical foolish character. Now we have the word called zany. Slapstick, from the art form of the foolish characters using a slapstick. And of course, my absolute favorite, the character of Pantalone evolved into the character of Pantaloon. Pantaloon had an article of clothing named after him that he often wore. Pantaloons. Pantaloons inspired the name pants. So without commedia dell'arte, we'd all be pantsless. By the way, commedia humor, often a bit ribald, often a bit bawdy. That's part of the reason why it was improvised, because you can't censor what's not written down. So, there may be some questionable humor in the performance you're about to see. We were kind of asked to keep it family friendly, so you guys are the family level of being okay with a bit more body humor. Is that correct? Okay, as long as no one's going to get us in trouble. Because commedia in general, slightly scandalous in nature. Commedia about sausages. Really hard to keep it family friendly. All right. Do we think we've stalled enough time?
Do you want me to check and see if that session is done?
If anyone wishes to, that'd be great. We would definitely appreciate it. Because you guys came to see all of us up here and dressed like this, but probably not talking this much. But hey, we are a teaching troupe. And we have a saying, laugh while you learn and learn while you laugh. So hopefully, we can also give you some insight. I know many of you know about commedia, and I appreciate that because so oftentimes our audiences do not. But there's only so long I can keep talking through multiple masks. So hopefully we start soon.
I will trick you into education by entertaining you.
Apparently I did. Oh, believe me, I could go on a lot longer. I'm just trying not to.
Yeah, I know.
We sometimes teach in hour-long classes. Chris is still letting them take questions. I gave him the signal and everything and said that, and he said, Sarah Kernan just wrote in with a question. So I apologize if you get interrupted in a few minutes by people coming in. But Chris is not cooperating.
It's sort of the balance between, we do not wish to keep you waiting versus, waiting for them.
Having an audience.
Yeah.
So the vote is for you. Should we start?
Sure. Yeah, let's start.
All right. So, pretend I have not been put out here. Buongiorno, everyone, that I haven't seen before in this very evening. We are the confused Greenies of Players Patchwork Stage and Company, and we are so happy to be here for all of you. Here at the Center for Medieval and Renaissance Studies, for we love performing at this event because we love the excuse to come up with a very historically researched play. And what we have for you today is not just any old commedia dell'arte, one which references works, other works, non-commedia works from the 16th century. So definitely period, and works that included references to food. You will see more. I do not wish to spoil the surprise, but I will tell you, most of the weird stuff you're about to see was written 500 years ago. But we, in the Confused Greenies, present for you laughs and joy and smiles. Hopefully you're smiling after under the masks. Because we can all use those right now. We can all use some lightening up of the mood. And so we hope that you enjoy our production that has been stuffed, filled with sausages, that has been crammed with meat-flavored humor. So with much further ado, the confused Greenies of the Playtime Theatre Company present for you our latest commedia dell'arte, the horrible and terrible words and deeds of Queen Niphleseth, or Queen of Wild Island, of the Chitterlingonian sausages. I really wish I could pronounce the old title that I wrote myself. But for you, we give our latest work.
Act 1.
Arlecchino,
Yes, Capitano.
we have arrived.
We have?
That perilous voyage, the storms, the sea monsters. Oh,
The long wait since breakfast.
don't worry about that. We are here.
But where's here?
That is a good question. Maybe we haven't arrived at a destination. I'm not sure. Arlecchino, we should go scout.
But Capitano, I haven't eaten since the voyage started, and it was a long voyage. I'm hungry.
Arlecchino, we are all aware of that because those provisions are supposed to last us for months. Okay, Arlecchino, this is a mysterious island.
Yes, it's so mysterious we don't know where we are.
Sights unseen. Anything could be out there,
I know.
including food.
Food?
Food. Maybe you'll find food out there.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? That I can scout for.
Good. So then, we can claim this island.
Capitano,
Dottore Gratiano.
Capitano, I must know. Are we on Wild Island?
Dottore, how many times have I told you? You want an explorer to find you the sunken continent of Atlantis. You want an adventurer to brave the frigid realm of Hyperborea. You want a dashing warrior to visit, the kind of the West End of London, taverns and all there. Then you need to go to the mountain, needs no introduction. So let me introduce myself. Friar Capitano, Mocha Blanco, Frappuccino, El Grande, Testosterone.
Well, that was quite marvelous, but that didn't actually answer my question of are we on Wild Island?
It did not answer the question because I have no idea.
Oh, dear. Hold on. I
What
have
are
to
we?
study the flora and the fauna, possibly the geology, but I need my books. Brighella, bring my books. Yes,
Oh, Master Dottore, do we really have to read your entire library?
Oh, it doesn't take up much of the hold, and yes, books are essential. Now, no, not this one, that's volume 2. Just stand still. No, this is annotated. This one right here. Yeah. Stand up straight down. Now, according to the flora and the fauna that I am seeing throughout here, they're all matching the pictures within this book. We are, in fact, on Wild Island.
Oh, we made it, of course. Of course we did. I'm the great explorer.
One thing to remember about Wild Island,
Yes.
according to the Pantagruel text,
Yes.
is that it is home to the fierce
Huh?
Chitterlings.
Huh?
They're fearsome, warlike people. They're quite quarrelsome.
Oh.
And one more note, they're made sausages.
Sausages.
Yes, right here in in the text.
You expect, okay, even if the people made of sausages exist, you know that Capitano would bravely defeat this quarrelsome people. What's there to be afraid of?
It is I. It is I, Queen Niphleseth, Queen of Wild Island.
The Queen of Wild Island?
And my army of chitterling sausages will destroy all invaders. As part of my magnificent powers as Queen of the Chitterling sausages, I control meat. Not just ground up meat, but meat that hasn't yet been ground.
No, not me! Please, no!
I have one battle tactic remaining in a situation like this.
What's that?
Oh, woe is me, for I am slain. Oh, but do not weep for me, weep for my poor master Dottore, for he has lost his loyal servant. I am dead.
Don't worry, Brighella. No one will grieve you.
Mistress Victoria, that is so cruel.
I think our plan is working perfectly.
Yes, I think we've definitely fooled Master Dottore. He really thinks that those satirical novels by François Rabelais are real historical accounts.
Yes, and he's writing this paper to present at some conference on food, and he's going to scientifically verify the existence of sausage people on Wild Island and of their queen.
The glorious queen.
Yes, and when a lot of adventuresome aristocrats with too much money and time on their hands come, they will, of course, there's bound to be someone who wants to make a royal marriage, and of course I will be established
And then
incontrovertibly as a
able to richly reward your loyal servant.
Yes, of course.
And maybe arrange for a royal pardon.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, of course. Yes, all of your past crimes, at least the first 10 pages, will totally be pardoned.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, I better get started on the next stage of your glorious plan. Don't worry, it's all going beautifully.
I can't wait to have my 9th husband be royal. Although, maybe my 10th husband could be royal. That Spanish captain did look kind of tasty.
Oh, Capitano, this has taken a turn.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
Well, Capitano, listen, we have to ensure the security of this expedition.
How?
We have to protect the expedition from these fierce chitterlings.
Oh, no. You know that Capitano would definitely protect this expedition. You know that Capitano would brave any dangers out there. But, so far that we've seen, the Chitterlings apparently are ladies. And Capitano can't wage war against ladies. That is not right. That is impolite. So Capitano is the only reason why I will not face off with that Verosa army. Woo!
Ladies, we need a solution. You know what that calls for?
What?
It calls for research. Arlecchino, bring my books.
Coming.
Yes, bring me those. Now, let me see it. No, this is volume 3. No, not that. Oh, this is a bridge. What's going on here? That one right there. Yes. It's about customs. Things practiced in the culture, you see. These Chitterling warriors, they fear newcomers, strangers to their island because they fear such strangers are somehow allied with the idea of Shrovetide.
Showtime?
Yes,
That
it's
sounds
the,
familiar.
yes, it's the days that are leading up to Lent.
Oh! So you're talking about the days of the Carnivale season?
Yes, the days of the Carnivale. But we have to do. I can see.
Wait, so you're saying that something related to Carnivale bodyguard is going on right now? over here?
Yes, as a matter of fact. And what we have to do is convince these fierce Chitterling warriors that we're still in the middle of the Carnivale season.
Well, Capitano loves being in the middle of the Carnivale season, but how do we convince them of this?
Well, you see, it's all being about carnal pleasures of the flesh.
Oh,
This,
and they're made of meat. So yes, this makes sense.
this is where you come in.
Me?
Yes, you are the most virile of all of us here.
Yes, I do say so all the time.
So you, Capitano, are the one who can do this.
Yes. Wait, okay?
Yes.
How? What do I
Let
do?
me tell you what it is you must do.
Yes?
You must woo the queen of the sausages.
Wait, how is Capitano likes a spicy romance, but how do I woo a sausage?
Hold on.
It's a sausage.
Yes, my herbology book. Now, it seems that the myrtle seed is used, or was used to season Roman sausage, so that was a while ago. But the myrtle flower is commonly used for romance now.
You're right, it's used in romantic arrangement.
So maybe a bouquet of some kind.
A bouquet of sausages? Of course! It all makes sense now.
I shall have to do more research on this topic.
Oh, and I will have to find the bouquet of sausages. Arlecchino, keep a lookout for a bouquet of sausages.
A bouquet? How am I supposed to find a bouquet of sausages when I can't even think straight because I'm so hungry?
I am a fierce Chitterling sausage warrior, and I am here to destroy all you human invaders. Ha! Fear me!
Capitano has found the bouquet of sausages. How do I present this? I'm used to handling the sword, not the sausage. So usually with the sword, I kind of grip it and, what I could do, I guess, for the sausage, I would just find the beautiful sausage woman. And then I would present my sausage to her. Oh!
That sounds very intriguing,
Oh,
Capitano Testosteroné.
oh, it's the fearsome queen!
You remembered. Yes, I am a fierce and powerful ruler with a totally legit army of people made out of sausages that I didn't make up.
You are definitely powerful,
I am.
and you are fearsome,
I am.
and a really good-looking piece of meat. This is the only time that you can get away with saying that, seriously. Oh, My queen,
Yes. I love it when I hear that.
surely we can, you and I can come to some arrangement. That we can put aside war and death, because now is Carnivale season. So do not embrace carnage, embrace the Carnival with the Capitano.
I think I could be persuaded to indulge in some flesh. Yes.
Well, let us, maybe we should go off and discuss terms of this arrangement.
Yes. You know, the interesting thing about sausages, they have casings that can be removed.
Casings that can be removed. Oh!
I'm so out of breath. Those sausage people are fast. You think they were actual people or something? No, that wasn't him. Oh, all right. I'm all right. I'm so hungry. I can't even. I'm too tired and too hungry to run anymore. I hope he doesn't come after me.
He runs fast for such a little man. Ah, there you are, human. Yes, I shall give chase some more, because I am a mighty sausage warrior, and that is what I do, I chase you.
I'm too tired to run from you anymore.
Too tired?
I'm so tired and so hungry that I could eat anything at this point. I could eat anything. Especially a giant sausage.
Hear me? Hear me?
Come here, meat man. I missed lunch.
See. Now, seasonings and spice, sausage people. There's a connection and a... What is this? It appears to be a very large sausage case. Oh, that's strange. Must have been a tremendous amount of meat.
Oh, you can say that again. Oh, Dottore, I have to say, Capitano has had a very good meeting
So,
with the Queen.
so what you're saying is that we'll have peace enough for me to write my papers and make my presentation. I haven't.
Of course there'll be peace. What could possibly have gone wrong?
I'm coming for you, dinner!
What is going on?
What is going on here? No! My mistress's rose. She wouldn't have never dropped her disguise willingly. The only explanation. He ate my mistress!
I ate your mistress?
You ate my beloved?
I ate your beloved?
You admit it!
I admit it?
Oh!
Oh, good heavens, this has gone quite wrong.
So here's
I
what
can't even book for this.
Oh no! There's only one explanation for this. It's a ghost!
There's a ghost!
There's a ghost. There's a ghost.
Oh, no, I'm the only one around these. I love it.
Brighella, come on! Only I'd get to have
You
this
really have to stop for these bugs.
solution. This book, give me the other book. This book, no, not that book. This book. It is
Stop here!
I get it!
There's a ghost!
There's a ghost!
There's a ghost!
There's a ghost!
Turn out! There's a ghost!
Oh!
There's a ghost!
The solution. Right here. All the time. To deal with sausages of all types, including the chitterlings. It's so simple, really. The solution to all of our problems is mustard. Brighella.
I found mustard, master. Why mustard?
Very good. Well, in this text, it states, mustard can act like a healing balm when applied. So strong, in fact, that it could even raise the dead. Now, we have to apply the mustard to Arlecchino. If Arlecchino has in fact eaten the queen, we have to apply it to where the queen is. The belly! Stand still, Arlecchino. Give me the mustard. Let me apply it.
Is it working?
I don't know yet. But this is sound alive.
It doesn't seem to be working.
Is my beloved still in there? Oh.
You're who, what now?
Oh!
It's the spirit. Capitano, quick, take the mustard. Apply it to the queen's spirit.
Possibly.
Quickly.
Oh.
Oh, my!
Here! Are you flush again? Do you feel your flush?
I think you're feeling my flesh.
Are you flush?
Yeah, do I not
Oh.
feel fleshy?
She's alive!
She's alive.
Oh, Mistress Luz!
My plan worked.
The queen of the sausages is alive! Oh, and my beloved, you are made of meat again.
So I should probably tell you that technically my legal name isn't Niphleseth, Queen of the Chitterling sausages
What?
of Wild Island.
What?
For it is I, Victoria, Black Widow of Venice.
What?
What?
I'm as shocked as anybody.
But this was all a ruse?
Yes.
All a scheme?
If I could establish proof that I was really a queen, then I could get myself a rich husband.
Oh,
Never had a rich husband of my own.
Dottore, please, do not be upset. I know this is a trick, but don't be upset with my beloved.
Well, you see, I can't see anything to be too upset about. For
You're not upset?
it was an elaborate farce, and the thing about farce is it originally described a comic interlude put between or inside of a more serious play, sort of stuffed into it, as it were. The Latin for that in my book, it says as a farcio, which means to cram, to stuff. And the Latin word for sausage is fracima. So, that just means that, well, the comedic plays the sausage of the theatrical world.
Of course! It all makes sense now!
But you see, before I finish my writing and my papers and make my presentation, I have more work to do. There's other islands out there that I have to explore. There's the wind-eating peoples of Welsh Island. As I read here, they're in dire straits. Giants have come to knock down their windmills and take away their food. Something must be done in that regard.
But
I can't believe he still thinks that these satirical, fantasy novels are historical accounts. There's so much opportunity here for some more mischief. That sounds like a grand expedition, Dottore. I would be honored to be a part of it.
Well, good. It's glad to know that you've stepped up. Brighella, here, hold this.
Whoa!
Now, one other thing. Be prepared for another 24 books to be delivered.
What?
Yes.
How?
Well, I need more research. Come, pull on. We've got work to do, Brighella. Go, go, go. More books.
Oh, my beloved, you will always be, whether you are really queen or not, you will always be queen for me. And it's not much of a bouquet, but here, as a romantic gesture, you can have my sausage.
Oh, Capitano, this is so thoughtful of you. But this is not the meat I was hoping
No?
to get from you. Come, I'll show you.
Oh, oh, oh.
My true love! Come to me! I've been waiting since breakfast for you!
Molto grazie, everyone. We are the Confused Greenies of Florida Patrick Theatre Company, and performing for you tonight has been as the bombastic Dottore Gratiano,
Charles Minch.
as the scheming Black Widow, Vittoria, also as the majestic queen of sausages, Niphleseth.
Rupert.
As the ravenously hungry sausage-eating Arlecchino is
Megan Matthews.
as the conniving Brighella, also another sausage warrior, is Aaron. And I, playing the part of Capitano Testosterone, as well as the writer of this play, director of this production, and master of the troupe, I am Jess Rudolph. Now just know, as I said at the beginning, much of this is based on real works. Wild Island, the people made of sausage, the Queen, revival by mustard, connection with Shrove's hiding Carnival. All of that is in a 15th century, 16th century, I keep saying it, 16th century French work, a series of satirical novels by François Rabelais. François Rabelais, as well as the mentioning at the end of the windmill-eating giants. It is a very interesting work. Lots of weird satirical islands are visited. And this inspired us because, well, we had to think of a commedia play for a food-related event. We were reminded of a performance by E. Sebastiani, our colleagues in a commedia troupe out of the Boston area, who had also taken inspiration from this work to do a play about 10 years ago. So we went ahead and said, we can make a play about sausages. This was especially funny. I started to look up what the etymology of sausage was and discovered it actually was related to farce. That is real. Farce, as a theatrical art form, is from the same stem as Roman sausage. So see, you're learning.
You want to tell us the Easter egg?
Oh. While doing research for this play, Katz here discovered that the classic neck ruffles that you often see in Renaissance artwork are called Chitterlings. Perfect for this. So, I think that is all for now, especially for my voice. We thank you for coming. We look forward to returning here in 2 years. If you wish, you can look for us other places. Our program has some contact information. But we love performing commedia. There's other videos up from our past performances here and elsewhere. Follow us, learn. If you want to do commedia, come talk to us. We're always looking for more players. We may be mostly out of Cleveland, Ohio, but we have performers from other places.
We have
always
players
open.
from here in Columbus and even from other states.
So,
We are spread wide and flat.
yes. So, molto grazie, everyone.
Molto grazie per tutti.
Have a-
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great evening. Thank you to our hosts from the conference.
And we hope you continue
love this.
to laugh while you learn and learn while you laugh. Thank you.
I normally act with a mask on, not three.